Could you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Paul Swenson, and I'm the head of the Industrial Lubricants Wind Division for AMSOIL Industrial. And this is our second year exhibiting at Windergy in India.
What was your primary objective of participating in the show?
Our primary objective in participation was to meet current clients as well as to make new contacts in the industry and also to get updates on changes within the Indian wind industry.
So, were you happy with the quality of the visitors that have been visiting?
Oh, very much so. Yes, we had a very good show. The first day and the second day were busy. And even now, the final day of the show, there are a lot of people here still in the hall.
So, how important is a show like Wind Energy Expo in the current Indian market?
Oh, for us, it's critical. And in our industry, participation in the shows demonstrates a commitment to being here in the industry, but as well, it provides a location once a year where we're able to get together with a very wide group of our customers and friends.
So, since you have participated in the past, how much of the expo has influenced your positioning in the market?
I would have to say that it's helped us tremendously with brand development. People are more aware of our brand. They've seen it more often. And so some of the customers that walked by last year who kind of gazed at the logo as they came past asked a little bit about the company, and then this year we were able to have further communication with them and hopefully develop them into customers, but at the very least they're colleagues.
Okay. So, if I have to ask you in a percentage, how much of percentage growth has it been given you since your last participation?
I would say our market growth over the past year has been probably a good 30% growth, which is it's a very good stock market return, and for us it's a very good growth arc.
I know it might be a spot, but approximately what kind of a value do you see the lead conversion from this show?
Whenever we attend a show, it only takes one or two good leads, and we consider our attendance at the show successful. And I would say last year and this year when we left the show, we probably were armed with 3 to 5 leads that we were then able to follow up, meet with them face to face at their own facilities, and it's been very good for us.
And what do you also think about the concurrent events that have been happening, like the conferences and the roundtables?
So we really like the content on market updates every year. It's valuable for us to learn about the changing political environment, about the support that's available, of course, to our customers, and to get an idea of what the industry experts and some of the leaders in our industry feel about the future for the wind energy industry here in India, of course, but then across the globe. One element that we'd like to see grow a little bit is an operations and maintenance component, where we can have speakers come up and talk a little bit about best practices for the wind industry in the field in maintaining and making the turbines more efficient.
Since we have spoken about a lot of things, so what according to you is the most challenging factor that India is facing at the moment in this sector?
I think that this market is very similar to all of the global markets. So we're very dependent on having a supportive, knowledgeable government who's then able to encourage and foster industrial growth in our industry. Without government support, our industry tends to grow very slowly, if at all.
Right. So Any feedback that you have for the organizers?
The only thing I would say is that the move-in day can be a little challenging, and so we would like to have a little bit more support on move-in day, just to clean up some of the dust around the pavilion.
Right. I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
So, would you recommend your industry colleagues and competitors to participate in this show?
Oh, very much so. After last year's show, I did go back and speak to my colleagues in the Danish wind energy pavilion and ask them to increase the size of the Danish pavilion as well. Occasionally, we do participate in the Danish pavilion with them. And also encouraged my colleagues at the U.S. Commercial Services to try and grow the presence of U.S. companies here at the show.
Right. So, any last words for the organizers?
Just thank you so much for the opportunity to have us here, and we really like having Chennai as the location for this show because it's core to the wind industry with the research, government research centers here, and as well many OEMs and other supporters of our industry.
If I ask you just to give one word about the show, just one word.
Big.
Right, great.
It's a big show.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.